How's it going, everyone? My name is Anthony Caruso, a former UBMS student. To begin telling you a little bit about myself, I began my journey at Homer Center, which is where I grew up. I lived there just about my whole life until I started moving around with college and work. Starting in high school, I didn't have much of a plan for my future, and I kind of felt a bit lost in high school. But between my freshman and sophomore year, I became aware of this program called UBMS. So looking into that program a little bit, I decided to, figure out what they had to offer. They give you some guidance throughout your high school career, and they help you focus on setting goals, achieving those goals, figuring out a plan for your career, what you want to do after high school. So all of that sounded very appealing to me. Also, they give you a chance to find tutoring, get some help, maybe a chance to get scholarships. More unique, they give you a chance to participate in their summer program where you live away from home at IUP's campus and take some classes to get a feel for what college would be like for you. So coming from a family where neither of my parents went to college, I knew I had the opportunity to join and kind of jumped at it. During the UBMS program, I participated in one term of the summer program as well as attended many of their events. UBMS helped me really guide my academic career in the right direction. Throughout high school, I always had a knack for math, so I began to explore engineering kind of on my own. During high school, I wasn't really exposed to much of anything engineering related, and with that, I kind of told UBMS the direction I wanted to head with that, and they started helping me, researching the topic and opening up doorways and giving me options of how to make that possible. So after high school, I decided I'd apply to the University of Pittsburgh, the main campus for civil engineering, which was, I was set on that being my main goal, and University of Pittsburgh was my dream school. But with a little bit of disappointment, I received an offer, or not an offer, and news that I was deferred my freshman year to get into Pitt. So I could have went to a UPJ instead, but I kind of wanted to stay closer to home, maybe save some money. So I looked into what IUP had to offer, if there was any possible way I could still get into engineering and go to IUP to start my career. So I caught wind of a program at IUP that was the 3 years of physics and 2 years of engineering at Pitt. So a little bit of a mix, and you get 2 degrees, a physics degree and an engineering degree. So I figured I'd hop into that. After a year at IUP, I kind of still wanted to get to Pitt pretty bad, and decided I'd try to transfer out as I was pretty successful my freshman year at IUP. So with a little time, Pitt got back to me pretty quick and accepted my transfer request. So I got into Pitt. Starting there, my sophomore year, there was kind of a lot of pressure as I had to withhold a 3.0 GPA standard as I was a transfer student getting into that school, and I didn't really have any friends or any connections at Pitt, so it was a pretty interesting experience, and now that I look back on it, kind of changed me and made me who I am today. I had to dive into some of those engineering classes with little knowledge of what they would be about, so it was a bit intimidating. But after, my sophomore year and getting used to it and making some friends, I was able to complete the next 3 years in similar fashion and had a successful career at Pitt as an engineering student. In the December of 2018, I was able to graduate Pitt with a Bachelor of Science engineering degree, and I finished as an honors student. With that degree as well, I was able to land an internship at PennDOT in Indiana, PA. I was able to complete a 3-rotation internship with SME in Detroit, Michigan, and I currently have a full-time position with Delta Airport Consultants in Charlotte, North Carolina. So in retrospect, I was sitting exactly where you are right now about 6 years ago and didn't really have much of a hold on where my life would take me or what my career would be. So looking back, I can say that joining UBMS was definitely something that helped me. They give me so much feedback, support, a lot of just extra knowledge that I wouldn't have been able to gain just from going to high school. It was definitely a very unique program and very beneficial to my success throughout school. So if it were up to me and you were to ask me what you should do, I'd say join UBMS.